All right, welcome everyone to another episode of VAL'S Views Live, the podcast edition. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you guys so much. So tonight we're going to be having a discussion about the music culture and color prejudice syndrome in dancehall and reggae. Also, we have some social views for you tonight. Famous YouTuber and entertainer died in motor vehicle accident, and also the entertainment sector has been reopened, announced by the Prime Minister. So these stories and more we'll be discussing tonight. I want y'all to go ahead and share this live link. You soon see me, soon come on camera, on screen, but in the meantime, big respect and thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm your boy, Andrew Val, and it's a wonderful evening. It's a wonderful evening. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Welcome, one and all. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. I go by the name of Andrew to the Val. I'm your host for tonight. I have Shelling Shells in the building. Also, of course, our good friend or YouTube content creator, and of course, one of our co-hosts for the Entertainment Club, Chaddy from Chaddy Murray TV. It's entertainment night. Tonight we're going to be talking about entertainment. Tonight we're going to be having an interesting conversation. So thank you guys so much. If you haven't yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, please go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel by hitting the subscription button, and of course hit that notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever we go live. Remember, we ask y'all to also support us and follow us on Facebook if you haven't yet done so. This is how you picture entertainment, and of course this is how you listen to entertainment. VVL podcast bringing to you weekly social commentary, views and news, whatever it is. Sometimes we go politics, sometimes we go religion, and of course, sometimes we just play the hardball, the unpopular view, the unorthodox view. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Summer Gooden, thank you so much for tuning in. I just run over to the comment section to see what's up, what's up, what's up. All right, guys. So I have an interesting show lined up for you. This is VAL'S Views Live, the podcast. Good night, Jeannie. I see you in the building. See you in the building, Jeannie. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But our main, I'm asking y'all to stick and stay for our main discussion tonight. Is it true that only uptown artists or artists with lighter skin tone get the international break? We'll be talking about that later on to come. It's going to be an interesting show lined up for you guys. So much, so much, so much. So good evening. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. So Chaddy, I'm going to invite you on camera right now so that you could actually be a part of it. Wagwan, boss. Wagwan. Everything
Big
good?
up, big up, big
You know,
up, big
big
up,
up
big
yourself.
up, big up.
How's your week been? How's your Saturday been so far?
You know, I say Saturday rough, rough, bad. Because, I mean, we wake up and hear say, Lexi, pass.
Mm-hmm,
And
mm-hmm.
it really just make me amazed a lot of things. So,
All right, cool.
it's rough,
So
but it
we're
a go
gonna
and hold it.
All right, so we're going to talk about that Lexi story later on because you'll be bringing us, updates and more information on that. But I just want to run over to the comment section to say a big shout out to David McLeod and his team. Thank you guys so much. Good night to you, Mr. Angeval. You don't have to call me Mr. Angeval. Just say Angeval. All right, Mr. David McLeod from the entire Jamaica Issues family. Good night, Keisha Nicole. I see you in the building. And of course, I want y'all to stick and stay because we're going to be having ZJ Rush and also Heavy D. If y'all know about the entertainment sector, it has been reopened by the Prime Minister, and people are getting out and about mingling once again. But did Jamaicans ever stop partying? Shadi will be finding out that from our very special guests for tonight as soon as they join us. But first thing first on the agenda, it is now time for our big talk, social views. Social views is when we bring you highlights of viral news, making it socially on the social scene in and around Jamaica. Sometimes, as we say, we talk about politics, sometimes we talk about religion, but tonight more so, we're going to be talking about entertainment. And of course, our main focus tonight is the music culture and color prejudice syndrome. But hey, it's social views. It's time for social views. All right. So, Gio, I think we want to start out with this story. Breaking news. First thing first. Popular, YouTuber has actually passed along with an entertainer, and it's funny because the entertainer is not that known as much as Lexi in our creative space. So I guess most of the condolences and you know what I mean and posts are being made about Lexi, but an entertainer. So, Chaddy, what's the latest? Give us an update on what's happening.
Um, so reports are that, you know, the Voxy collided with a Markex. Lexi was traveling in the Markex along with another person, with two other person. Reports are one is still in hospital, and Lexi and another person died in that car. Plus the driver of the Voxy died. So
Wow.
it rough. Social media have been posting all day, all day. We get condolences from Not Nice. Vibes Cartel even made a post about it. And
Mhm.
yeah, social media just shake up from there.
So,
She's only 20.
hold on. So, for our viewers who they don't follow the space, they don't know who is Lexi. Can you give us a background on who she is?
Lexi is a actor slash comedian slash YouTuber and an influencer as well. So she was very, very popular, and she gained some extra popularity when she was featured on 876 Roommates. So 876 Roommate was a reality series held last year for, social media influencers. It was like a competition.
And I think she actually won that competition, right?
I don't think she won.
Yeah,
I,
she
I'm
won
not
it.
sure if she won.
Yeah, she won it. And the greatest thing about it is that she actually shared the actual winning prize with her colleagues who actually came the top three, as you can see right there on your
Oh,
screen. Right. So she actually shared it, with those guys, and I think it was a good thing. So the 876 roommate reality show competition is what actually made me you know become aware
Yes,
of.
that's what turned me into a fan of her.
Right, right, right. So,
Yeah.
condolences to her family and friends, and of course, we're sending love and light out. And it's a very unfortunate situation. It's so crazy because just as the Prime Minister announced that the entertainment
The,
sector
the same
reopens, then
same night.
same night all of that happens. So sometimes, we have to be vigilant and we have to be very, very careful. But anyhow, we're not here to blame her or blame the government, but it just goes to show that we have to be a little bit careful on the street. What's the latest on the entertainer though? Who was actually a part of this accident, Chaddy?
The entertainer goes by the name Free Speech. He had two songs on YouTube. One of them was pretty good. It would be like his topic was more on the corona. So that's, I don't remember the title of the song, but that's what he was really mainly singing about, you know. And the song sound good. The song sound good, and he had another one called Crux. So he was a promising entertainer. Very, very, very promising one.
Right. I mean, that's very unfortunate, for both entertainers, and
Very.
it's so crazy that two or four young promising entertainers have perished in that accident along with another colleague.
Yes,
Yeah, so
yes, yes.
sad news, and what a way to
It's
start out our
sad,
show.
sad, sad, sad news.
Sad news. All right, let's welcome Shells in the building. Shells, good night. Thank you so much for coming in. Slide you in the middle. I like you to be smacked in the middle between Chaddy and I. How are you this evening, Shells? Wagwan.
I'm alright. One night, everybody. Charlie Wagwan.
Me there, you know. I look for you the better one. You brought last
And a
night.
Charlie, I think a Charlie is supposed to have very fast internet name. Hmm. No, man, flow. Flow, you mean slow.
That's slow.
He's supposed to have the other one. But good night to everybody on our social media pages, on Hype TV too. Yeah, me there.
All
Hi,
right.
I know me there.
All right, cool. So we're in the middle of social views, and we just smacked you in the middle of us. We were talking about
Literal.
literally, yeah. You know what I mean? We're talking about the Lexi story, and Shells. Did you know about her?
I saw some of her content,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't know of her like that. Saw the content, but still sad regardless.
Yeah, it is. It is
It's
sad.
it's dampened my from last night. I was on
Mhm.
Styles, and it came in. We got the news, and it just mashed up the entire meds from them.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Real sad, man. Condolences to everyone involved, all the persons that died in that accident. And as you said, and I must plead to the users of it. You see, last night when I was getting home from work, if 20 vehicles passed, 10
Mhm.
of them was speeding.
Right, right.
And if you know Port Antonio, Charlie, we know there's no place to speed here.
No place to speed.
No place to speed. And as I said, people were just moving around like they were crazy. You understand? So I don't know if people don't value life or what's the matter why. But please take time on the road.
I mean,
Pedestrians,
yeah.
vehicular traffic, yeah. Vehicular traffic have to look out for pedestrians. And if you know you're going out, and this is not pertaining to Lexi and her crew, but I'm saying if you know you're going out and you're going to drink, take somebody that don't consume alcohol. Right?
Well,
You know you're going to drink
someone who
alcohol.
has a driver's license. Someone
Take
with a driver's license.
somebody who is with a driver's license.
Yeah,
Who
man,
doesn't drink
obviously.
No,
alcohol.
no, Chaddy's not obviously because I was driving up and down in Jamaica without a driver's license before I got a driver's license straight up. What I
Yeah,
said,
which is true. So
so,
if you're not going to drink alcohol, take somebody with a valid driver's license with you, so that you know more than likely you get home safe. And if a lot of us do that, then we'll have less road accidents, because sometimes on a road fault. Sometimes accidents happen, and you're the most careful driver on the road, and bam, something happened. But may I tell you, man, the
so
RIP them. and everything. So 3 lives in one go. So we have had over 100 deaths in road accidents since the start of the year. No, such a day.
That's a lot.
Way over
Not
100.
acceptable. Not over 100. That's not acceptable. Can't continue so.
That's a
Come and
lot.
forgive.
That's a lot.
Bad.
All
That
right.
did not
All
seem
right.
to look
All
good.
right. Thank you guys so much for your feedback, and we have our special guest in, and two prominent members of the entertainment sector in Jamaica. We have ZJ Rush and of course Heavy D in the building, standing by on the wings to join us as we discuss tonight the reopening of the entertainment sector. We have a few questions for them to get their reaction and what the atmosphere is like. I could have asked Shells and Shadi what the atmosphere is like in Jamaica since the announcement by the Prime Minister, but I'm going to be inviting two of the sector's prominent members, and of course just to get their reaction. In fact, the Prime Minister has also announced that there will be a loan. I don't think it's a grant, but more so a loan to assist creatives in the creative space. We're going to get their feedback on that as well. So, guys, thank you for tuning in. If this is your first time tuning in, this is VAL'S Views Live, the podcast edition. Shelling Shells is smacked in the middle. DJ Chatty is on the outside and, of course, getting on the furlong. And, of course, you don't know, dashing to the finish line. I always try to sound like them on their way to the racers, the horse racing thing came on us. Okay. All right. This is not that show. It's not Entertainment Club. It's VAL'S Views Live.
Yeah. You realize, man.
So let's invite Sir Heavy D and ZJ Rush. Welcome to the VVL podcast, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for taking time out to speak with us. Rush, I see you in the building. Also, Heavy D, I see you in the building. Thank you guys so much for coming in.
Blessed. Yeah, man.
All right,
Yeah, man,
cool.
Blessings.
So, Shelling Shells and DJ Chatty, they're with us for tonight. And tonight we're going to be talking about the entertainment sector, the reopening of the entertainment sector. What's the atmosphere like in Jamaica? What's the energy like now? I know it's Saturday night and people are getting ready to go out and party, but starting with Heavy D first. Heavy D, what's the energy like currently in Jamaica?
Well, Jamaica is a party place, Jamaica is a party place, and they've been a hold on the party, although the party been a keep behind the scene, like party been a keep from 2022 coming, like people them done with COVID, and I do party, It's just like the formal party can't get to keep the way they want to keep it.
Mm-hmm.
But the informal party I keep every night, Been a keep every night. Rush know about it. I know the party I keep every night, every single night. Party don't stop. So right now the mood was better. I think some people can get used to all the 12 o'clock and me hear some people say, well, 12 o'clock we want to go home still because they don't know the thing about. You still have the other people who go, want to do the right thing and stay out late and do, but the road nice at this point because it's a 2-year and we can't get to really express yourself the way we want to express it because you have to hide and seek and the police and you and every night the police are you and the police are you. But now I think everybody will take a deep breath and I say, yeah, I'm going to do a thing now.
It's interesting that you said that, partying has never really stopped. It just happened, privately. Rush, can you, would you say, I mean, I'm not saying that Heavy D is lying because we've seen it on social media, but do you think that, the fact that parties were still being held, people are moving a little bit different when the sector reopens? Do you think it creates a different buzz? Do you think it creates a different atmosphere?
I mean, the thing about it is, first of all, big up every day, what I'm going. But yeah, the thing about it is to me is that it's like a while ago you just said that you used to drive in a Jamaica without a driver's license, right? Now, would I go ahead and say, why everybody in Jamaica used to drive without driver's license? Jamaican people are unruly when it come on to the driving thing and everybody are drive without license. I would have never said that still. End of the day, when we drive up and down in Jamaica too, I see majority of people that follow rules. You just see some pro-backs that go some woman and deal with that thing, and you see some wish go some woman and deal with that thing, and that's something they go. But the majority of people follow the road code in Jamaica. You can't base that off for the people that have got the rules. And to me, as a man, we're in the industry. That depends on your perspective. Because guess what going on? You might live in Jamaica and live in a certain area and say, yo, I'm not seeing a violence. Shot now beat boy. What you talk about? Then you live in the next community now and every day shot a fire. So it depends on who you is, where you is, and your personal experience. For me, I would me see my selector them, but they round me. I me see my friend them and my artist friend them. I lose money every day and I start.
Mm-hmm.
Me now the party not keeping a 1 or 2 place, but me can say them they are the pro back.
Right.
Them they are the wish them where
Yeah,
look and I
because
do the
the
thing.
party, the artists, them don't really collect the money I fight, you know. So, and I like, we don't
Exactly.
make money I fight, you know. The
All right.
party, the artists, they collect $1 for them, you know.
Me
So,
want somebody tell me which part of them is ZJ Rush or any of my friend them play. Because we not play nowhere. So end of
yeah,
the day,
because,
the whole
yeah,
day I suffer. And I try to get some money because at the end of the day, to remember this too, you know, when me have a night now, a Friday or Saturday night now, Sunday, when I would normally be earning some money, it's so me I say, me not go just go out and go find one little illegal party. Me have to find a way to make money. So
agree.
me I go stay on my yard now and decide say me I go knock a rhythm, me I go try vice a song, me I go try do some forex trading, me I go try paint one painting so me can go Africa and sell me painting. Me have to do something. Me not have no time for going to party for go sit down there and say, yeah. And then when me I try go on my yard, me I try figure out which part the police them there so me can dodge them. Me not for that. Work me a fear work. So there's nobody what me know in the entertainment industry going nowhere for turn up. For remember, you know, this is not a industry where is a majority of society, including governments, that we are just some man where, yeah, them just want to go wind up themselves and shout pan mic because them man in a body, them want like a dirty thing in a one piece of corner. We're a real industry where people live off of. I don't have nothing else other than entertainment, really and truly, when me pay my bills and at my friend them stuff. So I mean, me not have time for go to go waste. Me not miss winding up myself or me not miss that. I miss the money, the income. So me not think party I keep like to all them use a little bad example them to say boy industry only. You know?
Yes. May I agree with you, Rush. I say a bad example. I mean, because I don't got them night there now, but I know them I keep every night. So I like me go party every night, but I just know me see them. I see them I do it. And I know say me can't earn a fight because me now go to work for the police and do the thing. But you have some people who do so like a fool in the shank. They continue to do it. So but now at the real time, I mean understand me book artists in my main game. I mean, you don't book an artist in the last 2 years, so you know the thing is rough. It's not easy, but none of we and always hard.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm getting at right now. Heavy D, you're artist manager and you've done bookings and stuff. And you said for the past 2 years you haven't really done any bookings.
But I'm not sure. So for instance, we have to find other ways to live like Russia. You have to paint and so you have to find different things to work in the studio and do something. But I don't know where no major gain, and another major gain like what you like gain like nothing. It really did rough. And I like say, I don't know, easy nothing. Not I don't know, easy journey. But me laugh because I can't laugh because you know sometimes when you have certain things. But me imagine myself where like you have your own house, you don't pay nothing now, you have your own car, you don't pay nothing and really, but man, we pay car payment or house payment or rent and things. It really rough. Yeah, because I just imagine myself, me have to pay the mortgage, I have to pay something where that maybe lose my house because it come down to some wicked crunch, you know. And nobody really understand how bad it was, but it's bad. People have them face and them have clothes and them have things that I was say it did us rough. And we hope say we not see mechanics like that again in the rest of our life. What we there for?
We will.
You think so, Rush?
I tell you as a fact, we will. So
Explain to us what do you mean by it will definitely be a second time around?
All right, here's the thing now. And you see me, them say happiness is operating within a circle of influence, not a circle of concern, right? According to the book, 7 Essential Lessons of Life. And I believe that. So if me was to get up every day and think about world hunger and say, why the people out there are starving in one place in a way. Every day, me I gotta have an unhappy life. You have to focus on what you can focus on. But at the end of the day, guess what going on? You also have to be alert to global issues. Right? And if you pay attention, which most people do not do, because them not understand what going on. Them only concerned about going to the party sometimes, or them only concerned about what Kanye West just say, or Rihanna and her big belly, and one bag of these things, and whoa! But if you were to use your mind and your intelligence and understand what's going on, you will see the plan in front of you. The all who feel like said things are back to normal, God go with you. You have a window of opportunity to prepare yourself for the next thing. This is not if people can't look with them own mindset right now and realize that this never have nothing to do with your health and saving grandma. If you still believe that, then God go with you. But if you understand what is happening, then you know, say, you have a window of opportunity. We in the entertainment industry, work, do what you have to do, scrape food. Don't use the food and go buy one new bimmer. Put it up, invest it.
Interesting. Heavy D, do you agree? Do you share the same sentiments?
Yeah, I agree, yes, man. Because I really know the world going on. See, the world I start war there now, and gas price gone as per out of control and everything else with it going on. You can't get food, you can't get nothing. So, him right, you know, you have to prepare yourself, you know, because me really don't know, God know, me don't know where really I'll go on next, you know. But now I get comfortable and say everything all right, because I don't know after that. It's not all right now.
But we can agree that, you know, there is some sort of relief that the entertainment industry can once breathe again with the announcement.
Yes, as we say, we have a window opportunity, so we have to take it.
Right. So in terms of like party promoters and stuff, I mean, I've seen it on social media where they're saying that 101 flyers are being printed. Do you think that is feasible though, guys, in terms of, you know, everybody going to keep party? Do you think, I mean, I get it that there's a gold rush. Everybody wants to keep an event. And of course, they might not see it as a window of opportunity where they need to actually, you know, salvage as much as they can and to store and to make sure that, you know, when there is a rainy day, they can survive. But do you think it is feasible if everybody and their mother start have parties now in Jamaica?
But you have to do it. What you know? What you think? You think if everybody keep a party, man, give me some of the money? If me keep party, man, I get everybody none. So what you are going? If me a starve right now, and me see opportunity, remember say, you know, people are promoting for a living, you know, promotion is not fun thing for man, you know. But no man will build in house and add on them house and pay off mortgage out of promotion. Me know them people there. So what you are going? If a man have a chance to finally earn a food, what you think I'm gonna do? Well, my friend, I keep one little event, so make me. Keep your party. Keep your party, brother. What you know, if me as a DJ think me I go stay so and say, oh well, DJ Lank and Chris Diamond I go play tonight. Me I go make them go on. Me have to go play. Me have bills myself. So if every man have to go try to keep one party, them have to go do what them have to do to feed them family. There's no pool of selector money. But we can say, well, all right, we can go in night with the partner draw.
Right. Shells, you have a question?
Yeah, good night, guys. I was just thinking about the financial aspect of it, where gas prices gone up, you know, a lot of things have, and that has affected a lot of things. So we're thinking now the price of a selector coming to an event for a promoter, you know, that's gonna affect the budget, because I'm certain if you're booked to go out of port, say you're in Kingston and you're booked to go to say Manchester, and it used to be say $30,000. Because you could use $3,000 or $4,000 to go down, you can't do that now. You know, how is that gonna balance? Because everything has increased for those that are keeping the event. So who gain financially? Because the promoter, are they gonna raise the liquor price in the party now because everything has gone sky high? So financially, who benefits? And is it feasible for both selectors and promoters for so many parties to just be out there now?
Well, at this point, it's like anything else. You have to try something. You have to do something. All the gain, not me, I rush, or you can say, who gonna make or not gonna make. You have to, some people are gonna make and some people not gonna make, you know, because that is go on from a long time. Some people are gonna make and some people not gonna make. But if you not try, you can't know. So you have to try, and whatever cost there is, the cost them are gonna be different in a different ways. But we have to move with the same way because time, you know, the time is now.
Facts. Yeah, remember, you know, and again, like Evie just say, you set your price to anything you want, so that means the promoter got paid. You understand? Yeah. And it's just competition. So end of the day, the competition drives business. So I might want to get a digital phone, but Flow have a cheaper phone. I might want to get, it just depends. So whatever price you feel like your product is worth, you price it. That don't mean a man got paid. And it's just demand and supply. If man not paid, you're not gonna stay here and say, well, me not take that and stuff. No,
I gotta work it out. I gotta work it out. You have to work it out. Yeah, because we book artists And the man I say, boy, even like COVID time, this I have to get the price. I mean, work around it, and it depends on which part you keep it, how you keep it, where you keep it. Me can deal with the price how it is because that's how we always do things. So it is. Everybody have to negotiate now. It's not like you can just give them a price.
Facts. Every phone chip. But you must say,
you know, because when the thing about it, it's gonna be rough doing promotion in these days, you know. But as you say, still have to try. Rush, should I say something? Sorry.
no, I the same thing, man. I really the same thing what Heavy has said. At the end of the day, it's the demand and supply. You just, me want to feel like say, baby, oh, me worth X price. I'm on a date for that weekend there, and I'm gonna offer me something else. Maybe me take it. Me don't know.
Right. We totally get it. All right. So what's your reaction to the announcement by the Prime Minister that he'll be supporting creatives in the space, theater, music, promoters, entertainers, with a bulk of 150 million that's going to be divided amongst you guys. Are you buying that? Or maybe I don't want to say buying that, Rush, because I realize that you're very politically strong with certain views that you have. Do you believe that is a bailout, or it will actually somewhat kind of create a balance for the industry, being that it was on a break for 2 years?
Yo, balance. All right, you what go on now? Saying, no, you don't say me is a political. Maybe. I don't feel like my intention is to be political. My intention is to be a man of truth and a man of honor. And at the end of the day, look on this now. See, let's stop calling it $150 million. Let's be real. At 900,000 US dollars. See? And this is an industry that is valued. And we're not talking about the industry overall in entertainment, because as we know, entertainment was being kept in bars, and there were certain establishments that were still open that qualify as entertainment. The actual events industry, according to the Economic Recovery Task Force, they submitted a document that said that we are a $90 billion a year industry when it comes down to events, that portion of entertainment. And at the end of the day, when you look at the size of that figure, and then you look at the fact that it's been over 2 years since that thing a lockdown, what is $150 million? I mean, let's be real. What is $900,000? Let's be real. I mean, this government was given approximately, last I checked, you can go on whichever search engine and look on the World Bank and how much money was contributed to this country in terms of millions in US, and it was almost $1 billion US.
Right.
$1 billion US, and that was not towards just the entertainment industry or the events industry. But when you consider $1 billion US, that then the people them for support for benefit out of that.
Right.
Then what else is it for? You understand what I say? So when you look at a money like this now, is that money? I mean, me don't want none of that. First of all. Second thing about that now is that look at the timing. How can I not be political? How can I not think of this politically? If this thing only free up and people start talking about them something are going, no. So you tell me say, what to the 2 years? So entertainment industry never needs support for 2 years? That little one pittance of money that was given out before.
Yeah, pittance.
The pittance that couldn't fill my gas tank.
Pittance.
So why is it only at politically opportune moments are these things popping out, and we're seeing politicians at event and artists in a parliament now, and man I take picture with artists
when them said about give the money and then give you a 3-day window, we couldn't 9 out of 10 we couldn't fill the 3-day window.
Yeah, because man not even see that's something there. Man not even have credit on them phone for 3 days some of the time, and then
because I said fill it and I couldn't put the company them business together for give them in a 3 day. It couldn't, so I said 3 day but
the last time
hold on, Rush. Remember your point.
The last time they allocated money for the entertainment industry, I believe that the assessment was that there was 150,000 needed people in Jamaica overall that they need support, and $40,000 people got like $50 US. No, come on. Let's be real. Let's be real.
Rush, I wanna hold on. I wanna hear Heavy D's point on this. Heavy, do you are you welcoming the $150 million to support the entertainment sector? And are you hold on? And do you think that that 50% cut, 50% slash in the permit fees is feasible? Do you think it makes sense? Do you agree?
Me no know chat the $150 million there. No. I mean, I know how they going to fix it. I mean, I know how much people that can really support her, how good it can be. Cause our budget to keep a show of millions. So it's like for the major show them, any major show or major party cost millions to keep. So sponsorship in our kind of way, and how the more get it's just a little bit of people, and it does. I don't know. I don't think it can work the way they might try to do it. It needs much more. It can't work. Need much more.
Like if you were to give a figure, how much would you suggest?
Eh?
If you were to give a figure as to how much more money do you think is needed to actually,
They give you $1 billion. I'll stop giving $150 million, $1 billion. Then we give it because the industry big 2 years to feed people. How so much thousands of people are gonna live off $150 million. It can't work. So you just give some people some money and just say, yeah, then people get that money and you move right along.
Makes sense. Guys, Chaddy, what do you think?
Well, for me still, me share some of the sentiment we Rush share. Because I know how come we just get that the money there when everything free up. You just tell we say everything free up, but yet still argue with money. What about the other 2 years them? So me understand and me see what go on. I feel like the government will definitely do better. Some of the things that women like is a mockery. We see some of the politician them in a party, I take photograph, I smile and everything, and none of them that get sanctioned. You see me? But if Rush are every day go keep on party right now, well not necessarily right now, but back then, them have to go jail. So them double side something there. I mean, even the incident that took place at the album launch where we see the politicians, there was a minister of health and a minister of security there. And them are going to talk about it in a politics.
The finance
And
minister.
And the finance and the one and them are going to talk it. Them are going to talk it in a
Them know say the country go free up, you know. Remember say all of them they don't say the country go free up, you know. And them man they make the rules and them man they respond for the thing, you know. So really and truly, to me, instead of my take it, instead of we play hypocrite and follow them with that. So then go that something the 2 days before it fill up, because them know. Them tell from long time to the 17, them got free up the thing. Me think say we should have give the music more headline that Shensia I get a break in the world, which our dancehall music I get a break in the world. And nobody not talk about that. Why? That's not fair to the artist. Because remember say the artists we are trying to deal with, you know, our life that you know our music that the bigger every artist get, and the bigger the music get, you know. So why we have follow politician? Oh, politician go. Them go out every night. What the difference it make if you see them at Shensia 2 days before the country break or a day before the country break? Me not think we should have a base on them because we don't live in a hypocritical Jamaica already. We can talk anything we want to talk about most. We know say we live in a two-side country and it knows that not gonna work. We work for one person, not gonna work for the next. No matter how perfect we think we is. It does not work that way. The Russian know it not work that way. They not work that way there. Until we did it not gonna work that way there.
So the main focus should be about Shensia and not necessarily.
Yeah, the music. Yeah, at least them cover the music, but everybody sideline the music and go talk about politics and give them more straight. And more straight, I give them, you know. It's like give the music straight, you know.
Every day.
Yeah.
If you were one of the persons in the entertainment industry that was charged in the Disaster Risk Management Act one at a time, and them charge a couple of hundreds of thousands, well, would you have the same sentiment? Because that's what everybody is talking about, you know.
That's why I tell you, say we in a two-sided Jamaica long time and now got change. We go for goose, not go for the gander in Jamaica, you know. It never go say it, you know. If you live in Jamaica and born and grow in Jamaica, you don't know, say, no matter where we come out, you come say, because people like sugarcoat things and go on like say everything all right, you know. But it's not all right, it's not gonna be all right, it's not gonna be like that. Time no Ari and Ari no parry them now, make them your friend now go put you down in like something. So it's just a two-sided thing. Whether you like it or not. So me agree with what you say, no. Say it may be wrong, and it's wrong in its own sense, but me and you can change that.
We are the
There's no
people with
go
the
wrong.
power, so
That's the
and
thing,
I
and
There's
that's
think
the
no
thing.
you
go
know
wrong.
the
And
only opposite of that is that a
that's
lot
the
of
thing.
times we don't know how to come together cohesively, and that is the reason why when anything happens, it just goes and blows over, and because the politicians knows all of this, so that's the other side of it. Yeah, just like a blabber we out a little bit and nothing going to come out of it
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
because
That's what I'm saying in the beginning, but because I always stay, if them say, boy, yo, if we focus on the music and the music people, them and the blogger, them, I focus on music, I did focus on the music, I forget about the politician, them, it just work a little bit better for me. Rush, it may be so that way, but if we go follow the politician, them again, and put them in a spotlight and not the music in a spotlight, because now, you try to kill the music to please them. It's
So in
not
other
working, you know?
words, so every you're saying that they actually stole the spotlight from the music once again.
Yes.
You know, I get it. I get it. I get it. Okay.
And then say, oh, get 100,000 to charity. And what you can do about it. Because,
Right.
let me tell you this, whether you like it or not, or whether them like it or not, they can't say what they want to say. The Prime Minister can't fire them 5 man. It's impossible.
True. True.
I want to fire for himself too. Then the man that run the business, they can't cut them out. No, you cut them out and put them out and put 5 man. Oh, you find 5 man like that. Remember, say, certain talent not sell a shop, you know. Certain talent not sell a shop. So,
I mean,
if you have a star on the show, if you have certain star on the show, and him say him not come, to replace him, you know.
So
so
because me know say me in a certain position and stuff like that, that means I'm if you do anything more and
No, I know that if you do anything you want to do, you know. Remember, so when that one man I do it, you know, you can penetrate the one man, you know. But when a 5 man I do it, a different argument, you know. When a one man I do it, then don't pressure one man, you know. But when a 5 man pressure a whole different story.
I mean, I get it. I get it. I get it. You can't cut off your nose for spite.
Yes, if a one man, if any one of them gonna pressure one of them in a rush. If I one of them, but who in a Jamaica, I wish Prime Minister, I got pressure 5 and right, the 2 man on the right and the 2 man on the left. You all you do them.
Yeah, I get it. But all right, we
We
kind
think
of
our party.
the
You see the man in England there. You see the man in England there got the party. I say, boy, I'm sorry now. In the middle of the COVID, the man lock up everybody same way. And him say, boy, them say resign. The man say, oh, I'm can't resign for them. I'm sorry, say, go on, but you don't know a thing already. So not Jamaica alone, do it.
all right.
And I
So
say, oh.
we're gonna wrap up this segment real quick. You know, Rush, what would you like to see from the government? That you might have said it during your presentation earlier, but just in closing, what is it that you'd like to see from the government moving forward in support of the entertainment system and sector rather, and not supporting it by giving us like a drop in the bucket type of budget with 150 million? Heavy D mentioned $1 billion. Now, for you, Rush, what would you like to see done?
Well, let's be real. Well, anything me like to say it now, go on, because they might have them plan. But my opinion on what would be the right thing to do is that, well, first of all, I'm not there for nobody hand out no money for me. Still, I'm a big man. You know, nobody can give me nothing. So I'm going to beg people nothing. I'm going to work for my own. I'm going to feel like I must speak on behalf of the industry.
Right.
Okay? So what we need to do is first of all, allow me to do a thing. You understand? And let me back it up a little. The thing about it is this. When you think about the countries in the world that have a strong GDP, that have a strong economy, they have a product. When you think about America, them have Silicon Valley. You think about Japan, you think about the car, them Honda, Toyota, blah, blah, blah. You think about China, every product is made in China. You think about Swiss, them have the banking industry. You look at Cayman, them have the banking industry. On and on and on. Germany, automotive industry, etc. There is a product. Jamaica, what is our product? You understand? Why is it that them don't recognize that if you were to go anywhere in the world and you say Jamaica, your number one thing them talk about is the culture of Jamaica, which include just the vibe, the music, Bob Marley, bro. Exactly. It is the entire culture of Jamaica is our product, which is marketed and sold through the entertainment industry. This is Jamaica. But we are treated in Jamaica as if we are just one little side piece of something. And Jamaica's product is backside, and we're going to mine this and we're going to mine it and we're going to sell banana. This is not 1973. Banana is not going to change Jamaica's economy. What will change Jamaica's economy is the actual mindset of seeing that our product is entertainment and believing in it and supporting it. Not saying, oh, one of them people that quiet and stop burn me out in the social media. Remember, just give them a thing. Nah, invest in the industry, formalize it, stand beside your product. In a Trinidad, when you talk about carnival, who you think are the soldier are the security for the carnival? You think a private security, a Trinidad soldier and
Police.
police out there to make sure say the place run away because them know people are coming up in them country for basically spend money. So they stand beside it. Them have a thing called Soca Monarch, where them crown who is the road march champion and who is this and that. Whole heap of people got the event. The prize for Soca Monarch is put up by the government. So I don't know, and a millions of US marshal them a win when them come first place in that competition. Is the government provide that prize? So them put out them best for them performance and them this that the patrons enjoy themselves. There's a synergy, a symbiotic relationship between the entertainment industry and the government because them realize this is our product. Trinidad are focused on them product. We now focus on our own. In a Jamaica, entertainer, I dirty something on one side, on one place where I just idiot thing that, a foolishness that. We need to be respected and not because I feel like only for respect me. It's a mutually beneficial thing. Respect me and earn some food. Do what you want for them and benefit out of it. Like Trinidad benefit out of carnival. But to we, a joke thing. Matter of fact, why is our carnival soca music? A Jamaica this. Why wanna have a reggae and dancehall carnival? Big up soca. I love my brother them over there, sir.
Oh, we get
and reggae is a bigger music product in the world. And we are advertise our Jamaica's carnival as foreign people music. We don't respect what thing yourself. Whenever they rate Mali.
We agree, 100%. 100%. I'm a one about it all well. Rush. Remember, I say a little bit of people like we, you know. First thing me I make them know say. Remember, I said that we have two music and people keep on. I say we have one music. Then we have reggae music. We have reggae music and we have dancehall music. And we keep on a fight them from the last 5 years. Separate the music. Call dancehall and call reggae because every time we don't put me on stage, we don't want to tell me it's a reggae show. So why some of us keep reggae night and dancehall night if we don't have two different music? Why we keep on a so we have reggae and dancehall. If why we not say them, I say, every day, why you want to change it? Me I say, yeah, but what need for change, need for know so we have dancehall and reggae and give more power to our music. Just like Russia, oh, them rate carnival, them rate dancehall, so period, you know. Them wicked people, you know. You think them nice? Them evil.
Wow. Thank you, guys. So, I mean, Heavy D, I'm not going to ask you that question because you share the same sentiments as Rush, and Rush, very, very, very great, brother. I mean, yeah, trust me. This is a platform for you, boss, because this is how we talk over here. You know what I mean? We talk the truth. You know what I mean? That what made me cringe the other day is when Andrew invited, was it Yaxter Chaddy?
Youngster and thing there and big up Black Hero.
Yaxter.
Right,
I'm
right.
Black Hero. Big up Black
Yaxter
Hero.
sitting in there, and Yaxter. I mean, I can't blame Yaxter because he probably didn't know that the Prime Minister was going to pretty much, you know, to me. All right, let me just say it like this: I cringed when I heard him, you know, started quoting Yaxter's lyrics, and at the end of it, he made that very, very popular saying, prosperity. And I'm like, people don't realize this man, I used the artist as a pawn in a political game. He didn't really invite Yaxter because Yaxter's music is wholesome. He invited Yaxter because he just wanted another pawn of the music industry to pretend as if he is with it.
The same thing with them election campaign. It was the same music.
So,
they're actually recording something right now. I don't know what it is, but I know they're in the studio recording something. I don't know if it's for the Independence Day or what.
say that again, Rich.
My hope is a song like Cartel Emergency them I record. That's one
Gentlemen,
Good night.
Hey, Rush, you're not joking.
Yeah. My pussy on the work, I go because we have to talk again. So, good night. You know what thing go.
All right.
All day long. Dancehall. You know the thing go.
Rush, big up. Everything, big up.
Rush, thank you, Rush.
Respect, girl. Respect, man. Cool.
All right, cool. All right, guys. So there you have it. Rush and Heavy D, or two of our very special guests that stopped by. You know, I wish we could have kept them a little longer to join our main discussion. Our main discussion tonight will be about the music culture and color prejudice syndrome in Jamaica. Is it true that only uptone artists or artists with a lighter skin tone get the international break? We have that to discuss later on. So, guys, thank you so much for staying with us. But guys, they brought up some very, very, very important points, and of course, I just want to do a quick recap on what's been going on in the entertainment sector. So the prohibition on entertainment will be lifted. Well, actually, it has been lifted yesterday, March 18. And of course, Prime Minister Andrew Holness made the announcement during his contribution to the 2022-23 budget debate in the House of Representatives on March 17. Holness reminded the public that events are regulated under the various laws and administered by various entities, such as the municipal corporations and the Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF, from whom permits must be sought and licenses paid. The permits granted will include a condition that the number of persons in any venue must be below 70% of the capacity of that venue. This condition will be kept until the 15th of April 2022, he said. The PM stated that he is not declaring an end to the pandemic. However, he stated during this presentation that there are still outbreaks happening all around the world. Okay, so in other words, the place not free. And Rush kind of hinted at it that we might be seeing a second lockdown. Election might be around the corner. Some things are put. And this
It would have been great, Andrew, if the Prime Minister had opened the country, opened the entertainment industry, and waiver all fees. Because
That would have been so great.
Exactly. The little monkey money, maybe the little monkey money can't go no Andrew. I'm not tell you no lie, can't buy gas put in a them vehicle. For the last 2 years, the people have suffered as much as my neighbor is annoying. Mm-hmm. This place has been locked now for year and more. Mm-hmm. Until he started just playing his music and until how much 9 o'clock curfew last and whatever. Hide and playing, if you can call it that. Mm-hmm. People have bills that they've been trying to pay for the last 2 years, Andrew, out of them pocket, because remember the business, and I'm talking especially club owners and people who keep events in our top bar, because after a while the bars were open and bar owners could go back to making some money.
Right.
So that little monkey money now, free up the thing, don't talk about a 50% slash, just cut it off and just say, all right, for the rest of the year or for 6 months or whatever, we're gonna keep, so no fees, whatever. You're still going to charge people. You see them take people for coffee.
But I mean, in all honesty though, I don't think that they should bring it down to zero, because the country
Andrew then get enough money. Enough money. Remember, you get a figure a while ago, and I don't know, the man pull not a magic act like Houdini. You understand? And at one time, poor people get a little money, and where them said I go give some more $10,000, Andrew. Me not ask you.
Yeah, I know.
I quarrel about all the time for true. Mm-hmm. Other countries have been doing great, and they have been sending money. When them send vaccine, sometimes them send money. So money have been pouring into the country, and the people now yam no food. Wow. No food, now eat. So do better than that, because 10,000 can't even buy 10 pounds of flour. For one side, look here. Terrible, man. It just goes to show what they think of the citizens of this nation.
But the citizens.
As Rush say, Rush say, treat we good, we do what we do, and it will, of course, pull visitors to the place. And then them see a man can fly out and earn money and take it back into the country. But you just let it go, so brother? No, sir.
I think some of the citizens are allowing it though. Honestly, some of the citizens are actually allowing it to take place. Like the ones that are pretty tribal, the ones that you can't say nothing about the labor rights because they'll eat your head off. And the same thing about comrades, they'll try to break your foot. You know what I mean? So sometimes you get, as you and I, as being neutral, we sometimes get caught between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah.
It is
so true.
All right, so guys, I had a friend of mine, a person, a member of the team, Alex Frass, who lives in Kingston, and we asked him to go out last night in the music space, and get a few reactions from party patrons, and he captured this for us. So we're going to take a look and to get some feedback from some Jamaicans who are welcoming the reopening.
Super excited. I couldn't wait. Me tired of it. Like road have to do. People have to make money, song have to promote. You know, I go music and all of them something that have to go on, and it could go on with the curfew thing. It that mess up everything.
Yeah, give thanks to bro God, because him open up the country, and more opportunity, and more tour for the youths, them, you see me?
We in Texas, you don't know, bro God. Big up yourself, you don't know, lad. All of the youth, them just go and big up in the ghetto, because you don't know, Yo, so do it, lad.
Well, differently still, you see the curfew lift, it's just take a weight off our shoulder still, because enough people can go back and get work and all of them things, because COVID actually put we under strand right now between jobs and everything, our incomes and everything change up. So basically we have to do some other things. So now that it lifts, people can go forward and just do what they want right now. Make back them life, start over, whoever start over who lose them job and thing. So and just start back over and thing. So I'm glad for the local lift so we can just get back to our life, get back to everything.
To tell the honest truth, this curfew thing, I'm not telling a lie, it kinda it's stressing upon the artists them as, and me can see it as an artist myself, So for all of these things, and not even the artists alone, people who are work, people we are do everything overall, it's stressing. So for the country free up right now and we have like flexibility, yeah, we kinda need that right now, cause we're there way back, we fall back. So right now we need the strength. So Andrew, bless up and big up, you do what you for do and we are gonna do what we for do,
All right, cool. Respect my brother. I am doing what I'm supposed to be doing, but he's not talking about me though. He's talking about Andrew Holness. What I'm gathering, right, is that Shells and Shady, you guys are in Jamaica, and what I'm gathering is that the entertainment sector, was the number one affected sector in Jamaica when it comes to the curfew, not necessarily just COVID, but the nightly curfew, where because it's a nightlife type of industry, and because of that, entertainment was hard hit by the nightly curfew. That's what I'm gathering from the reaction.
Was it hard, man? Hard. Cause remember, since pandemic start, we on the curfew lockdown something until now. Even though we put it probably at 1 o'clock or 12 o'clock or so, at the first it completely no curfew.
Right. But all right. This is another thing, because I remember, going to events and events being locked off at a particular time. It's just that you're not forced to get off the street. But sometimes based on the law, which is the Night Noise Abatement Act situation, some promoters have their events locked off early by police. So at least
but the rule was during the week it would have got to 12, and on weekends at 2, and in a club you can go up to 4.
Right. So there was some form of order when it comes to weekly parties.
There was some form of order. And you gotta have like some fest them, your unruly fest them were gone until morning.
Right.
And still you have some street dance but still going until morning. It just depending on the location.
That's and depending on the promoter as well, because who get the highest bid, who can grease the palm of the police, it comes back down to corruption as well. So it was a money-making thing. It is a money-making thing for a lot of people. We're in the industry of entertainment. Shells is part nurse and part entertainment because she works at Styles FM. And it's entertainment that, carries majority of the income as well for that radio station. Hype TV, strictly entertainment. What you do, Chaddy, strictly entertainment. So any way you take it, whether it's music entertainment, whether it's theatrical entertainment, theater entertainment, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? It's just entertainment, period. So I am happy that the industry, has been reopened, and so that, the suit man, I'm talking about the day-to-day, the vendors, the small people, because it doesn't mean that, patrons were being affected. No, because them could have got about them regular 9 to 5, them day-to-day. I'm talking about persons who play an important role in the sector. I'm not talking about patrons.
Might not financially, but mentally, because it's still a de-stress place.
I mean, yeah, I know, but that's
it's
not
still a de-stress place.
That's what I said. I agree.
For have fun, yeah.
I agree for some people. I agree. You know what I mean? But as I said, I am happy that you, for example, you can now go out and capture content and create content on a daily without even watching the clock to say, hey, I got to get back home at a particular time. You know what I mean? Entertainers are probably want to do interviews now. Party promotions, they want to send Hype TV some ads or Styles FM some ads and have them run them. So it is a domino effect when the entertainment sector was actually locked down for 2 years. So I'm very happy that it has been reopened, and but the 150 million still, I feel like it's spit in the face, and I don't agree with that.
And so I like Hype TV and Styles in the 150 million. You understand the foolishness?
Well, Hype TV and Stars would be considered, money-making entities that weren't affected during the 2 years.
No, they cannot say that because you just said it.
No,
we not 2 years now. We haven't gotten. First of all, we couldn't go to do outside broadcasts.
Mm-hmm.
First thing, businesses have closed their doors.
Mm-hmm.
So with advertising has cut.
Mm-hmm.
So income was cut.
Mm-hmm.
Understand where I'm coming from?
And at the same thing with me too, cause people now promote them party. Them
We
not
can't
really
tell last
promote
get
them.
a bar work, Chaddy. We can't tell last even go mix some drinks.
You notice the party them are promote, it's promoted in a close-knit community like a WhatsApp group or something like so. It's not really being promoted public.
Because of the COVID restrictions.
Mm-hmm.
And same thing here.
Nobody don't want the police come
No.
off them. But hold on, let me give you a joke. One of my good friend pan him WhatsApp. Him now post it pan him Instagram, but him a post it pan him WhatsApp, and I say, yo, party this party here. And I say, brother, you have a party? And I can get some strength, X, Y, and Z, I put it up. Brother, I make sure say, yo, here, I never want to put up in, and if you put it up, don't tag me. That is literally free pro, me a game. And him no want it. You see me? So it's rough.
I hope that strategy will not continue, because other like yourself and Hype TV, others like Hype TV, yourself, even our show, we need some of that promotion money. So I hope them not keep it within that close-knit group. I hope they don't keep it private.
Mm-hmm.
I hope they will open it up now, because really and truly, social media, the power of social media is so great that it goes to show that you can privately or in a certain group, promote certain things, and it's pretty much well promoted. But anyhow,
it's limited though.
Huh? Sorry. Well, yeah.
But it's way limited.
I mean, yeah.
It's limited. Right. You not get no new Patreon when you do that.
No.
Like me and Shell when I two gonna we in them WhatsApp group.
Exactly. So we not get it. Exactly.
Thank God. So at least they're gonna broaden the space and the reach, rather, so that other patrons can become aware of it. All right, so that's it. We're going to wrap up social views for tonight. We've gone 3 hours over our social views. It's now time for our main discussion. Discussion. The music, and did I say 3 minutes? What did I say?
No, you said 3 hours.
Wow, man! Wow, Andrew. Difference between minutes and hours. All right. The music culture and color prejudice syndrome. Is it true that only uptown artists or artists with a lighter skin tone get the international break? Chadi, you and I, we were having a discussion where we were trying to put together the Shensia content for our Wednesday night show. And I said to you that something clicked in my head, like, hey, does it have to do with color? Or it have to do with looks or management or not? That's what we're discussing tonight, guys. So there you go. Color prejudice in dancehall and reggae. And it's funny how Rush and Heavy D.
I think if Shensia did black, should I reach or should I? Same management, same everything, but it's black.
You want me to answer that now? Because that's gonna give away my point of view. Yeah, I think so. Okay. Because look at Spice. But Spice is not. And it's kind of sound away. But
and wrong analogy. Look how long Spice in our industry. Iron balloon in the industry for how long?
So are we saying that color prejudice does exist?
Spice said it.
Colorism does exist.
Said it. The Spice said it. That's why Spice is got on brown in for a short period of time, don't it?
But then, all right, I'm glad you brought it to that. What about people like Shabaranks? What about people like Patra?
Bojo.
What about people like, they're not even Buju? Let's not even go Buju. Richie Stevens. I'm talking about got the international deal to sign, got international recognition. Cobra, you know, and that's just a list. That's just I mean a very small number on the list. How would you then explain that then, Shells?
Different era, different kind of settings right there. Bob Marley was the first person to take it out there and made them pay attention.
But Bob
You
no
know,
black.
and if you look at the things that
Bob
got
no black,
them,
you know.
Actually,
Bob no black.
Bob mix
Is
up.
it in my black?
Bob is
No,
half
some black.
black,
Oh,
half
but
white.
that's the reason why I said
More
it. He was the
brown.
person who
I
drew
mean,
attention
in black,
to
but
us and the
in
music.
brown. Like,
Well, aside from back in the day when Ska and the music they used to do them thing, but he was the person who really made it rain on Jamaica. And then you think about it, it's the Shabba and the Patra them, the dancehall and you had the black Americans who actually were paying attention to our genre of music. You know, and they tried to dip into it and get into it, and they got what they wanted out of it. But if you look closely, you realize that they had to fight real hard. You understand? And I remember, you know, when I was much younger, you know, and I said I was going to apply for air hostess job. I think I saw it in one of the newspaper. And my sister told me, I'm not going to get through. I'm ask her why. She said, you know, bro, enough. They never even did call me. So I wasn't shortlisted. You understand? So we know, say brown people get more attention. That's not a lie. If you ask Shabaim story, Patra's story, all of them, they'll tell you what they went through. You understand? Because their skin is not as light. I just reality.
Let's revisit this color space, because it is interesting that you said that the black, and when I say black, meaning complexion, the darker skin tone artists have to work twice as hard, even 3 times to 4 times harder than a light skinned person to get the recognition. And I do agree, because how popular was Shabba internationally compared to Shaggy and Sean Paul? How popular was Patra compared to Shaggy and Sean Paul? Even Don Penn. Because don't bother play with Don Penn. No. You see where I come from? Don't even play with her. But you're right. You're absolutely right. But if we're going to be fair, color prejudice and colorism is a big thing in Jamaica. Why? Because, as I said to Chaddy earlier, if you look at the dance hall space, dance hall does not embrace you if you look too much uptown. And uptown does not embrace you if you look too much raggedy dancehall come from the hole. But on the international space, you notice who get the greater recognition. And that's why we're not debating, but that's why we're discussing this. So let's go back to the dancehall space not embracing uptown space. For example, Sean Paul. Give Me the Light was Sean Paul. But Give Me the Light was being played in the dancehall space long before BET took it up and make it become a hit. And then all of a sudden, Sean Paul has become our baby. But Sean Paul been a get a fight. Oh, you too uptown. Oh, you too light skinned. Oh, you too all of that. So we do play the color prejudice in our circle as well when it comes to music.
go.
You know what I mean? Right. So Shells, I mean, Chaddy, do you agree?
Yeah, most definitely. As I explained earlier on with the convo with me and you, I feel like people accept who they can relate to. So uptown people look at Sean Paul and them say, whoa, that guy, that guy looks like me. I can relate to that guy. Them can look on a Movado with a big cut in his face and I say, oh my God, what's this guy going to do? No, them not gonna accept that guy there. But then dancehall, hardcore dancehall, ghetto people dancehall, I go look on Sean Paul now and say, whoa, Sean Paul sound uptown. We now go. You see me? Him no look like we. We are gonna run with Movado. The same thing. And now why it's easier for them to break? Because uptown would are similar to like the foreign thing. So if uptown we accept it, foreign chances are we accept it too. Or it will be easier access there. You see me?
Shells,
So
do you share the same point of view?
I agree. Colorism has been and still is in play. Same place here in Jamaica, and that's the reason why a lot of iron balloons are still just lying around because of colorism. That's just the fact. And Charlie, right? If Uptown accept you, you're bound for go abroad because
you're
you know I
bound for
never know.
abroad.
All
If
right.
they endorse you, you're boss.
I wish I had the but let me just jump over to something real quick, guys. Give me a quick second. I should have done this before, and so that I won't be on screen searching for this young lady. So explain to me now if it's about color, if it's about color and all of that. Let me see if I can chat. You're
I know
laughing.
that alone, is not that alone. But it have
That's what I'm
something
saying.
to
Hold
do.
on, we coming to it. Look at this young lady. She looks like a Shensia. She has a vibe of a Shensia physically. Chatty, I'm gonna remove that from you. Don't worry about it, bro. I got you. So how then eat a bus like Shensia? If it's so is it color or it's a number of factors, but color play a role. Then why do we always think it's only color? Because if it's only color, then I'm sure I pick up Denique long time and make Denique boss. Tifa, I mean, they might be prejudiced because of her physical appearance with her feet. Okay, pick her up. Cecile, you know?
You see, there are always other factors, Andrew, but are they, well, there are always other factors. And some people are willing to do what some people won't be willing to do.
Wow.
Plus the other factors.
What do you mean
Jesus
by, I mean,
Christ.
have to be frank. What do
Shells.
you mean by some people are willing to do it and some people are not willing to do it?
I can't say it on here.
Okay, all right. But I get it.
Yeah.
I was just trying to set you up, but you know, Shells, you know,
Nah,
for
take the
going
bait.
my question, David.
Drop
Nah,
in again, Jitsu.
nope, not. All right, but Chaddy, what do you think the difference between Denique and not only Denique, but because you have the young lady that
Management. If she sign with Ramesh man in she boss.
Wow, you think so?
Yeah, man.
I'm not gonna show you why.
Ramesh is
She's
king by
working. She's
herself.
working.
Ramesh
She's
is king by
working with
herself.
good. She's working with good, right?
Right.
And Chanel Muir was working with good. No, we know say Chanel Muir, she can DJ, but Chanel Muir probably never did see her career go forward, so she just left for good. Why is that? And then them have two, like, we can't say one. We know say well both of them are talented, but one have a darker shade and one have a lighter shade, so none of them know what's then. So that for sure is not the color something alone. Color just probably make it a little bit easier. You see me? When probably if you have a lighter skin, you have enough snack 3 times or 4 times. Probably if you have a darker skin, you have enough 12 times.
Sure.
You see
Because
me?
And work ethics
And
have a lot to do.
and the other stuff is just work.
because when you mention Ramesh, not taking it from Ramesh, rate the brother when it comes to marketing. He knows how to market. He's a salesperson. I don't know about a music manager, but when it comes to sales, I can say this. Why? Because how is it that Ding Dong and TJ and all the others that have been around him, they haven't gotten that break as Shensia? Is it because she's a female? Because we have to take those things into consideration. Is who most of the energy is being, focused on.
That's true. That's true. But how long ago did he sign Ding Dong? How long ago did he sign TJ?
But it shouldn't take that long because Ding Dong, hold on, let's take TJ out of it then. I get where you're going, but let's take TJ out of it. Ding Dong has been around a superstar long
Yeah, but
before.
the Ding Dong is more older. Hence, no easier to accept than a young hot Shensia.
So you're saying that Denique, of course, is older, so it's an age factor too. I mean, because we're
Yeah,
trying to
age factor.
line up
No,
all the
age
top
factor
numbers.
definitely in a music. Age factor in a
Yeah,
music.
true.
It in a music. Look, make we say TJ then, right? So now, in a this time where TJ got signed, TJ career in a the all of the artists them a bust with TJ. TJ career did except pass all of them. Remember, say the song where really bust TJ was viced before Ramesh and TJ start power and do them thing. And after Ramesh that song bust. So definitely like a team. It's just different artists and where can go market them. Is me? And how it take the transition. Remember say it based on the top artist itself too. So we can't say we are trying to take nothing from Shensia because she's very talented. It's like you can teach somebody so much, but how long them take for grasp all the information there, then execute it.
Right.
Shensia look like she's very, very good at it.
So it comes back down to hunger and how much you're willing to sacrifice. And I don't mean it in the negative
You have
way.
money if you spend. Whole heap of money if you spend. To make back some money. That's one of the huge factor in it.
Yeah,
And
man.
Ramesh having money if you spend. So he make sure he pick somebody, as Chadi said, that is relatable, easy on the eyes, young enough, all of that. And she's the person that got most of the money spent. And before Shensia even sounded so good, never sound good, but she was getting places. Shensia couldn't even perform, but she was getting places. She was touring and she was going everywhere because the man did not spending money. So he is a marketing genius, but you have to have the money, and that's what a lot of people don't have. They don't have the money, they don't have the business sense, they don't have the right team, they're not hardworking, they don't have no work ethics because they're unprofessional amongst a whole heap of something. So many things. Yes.
Add back to the point with Ding Dong. Remember, technically, probably without Ramesh, Ding Dong would have just be a art. Oh, Ding, yeah, man, him do it back in the days, bad man forward. But actually, Ramesh make it still relevant right now. So you can look at that.
Think so?
I mean, not take nothing. I think so. I mean, not take nothing from
when
the
Ramesh
artist.
Ding Dong did a run, he had a sequence, he had a team that he was working with, and he was really going places. In my opinion, that is, he had him ravers, and it was, they were creating a
That's true, but may I tell you, it ended up on the last leg. I tell
But
you.
a long time, I didn't hear from him neither. If you understand, well, the entertainment sector lockdown.
Ramesh give him 3 more leg. Ramesh give him 3 more leg.
Entertainment sector lockdown. So I said that back a while ago. But it just Casino was on here, not on here, on the entertainment club a while back, and he actually spoke about when he was not nobody knows for paying the mind. I know him brown and him come with the little gimmicks. Everybody's paying attention. You understand?
So it color definitely plays not the key, not the only thing, but it does play.
Not the only thing, but
yeah,
right. That probably like extra credit.
Clearly, if it was just up to color, then all the light-skinned artists would have gotten that international break. I guess it comes back down to, and this is my take on it, and 90% of what you guys have said, I don't want to repeat it, but that 10% I am going to add to it. Is hunger, is what you want, is really see yourself, and part management as well. You mentioned good. I don't know good. I don't know them personally. I know Ramesh. We've seen what Ramesh has done, with Shensi and pushing her. Was it Ramesh then again who have the international flavor, or it's somebody, it's the puppeteer behind the scenes who look and say, hey, I don't want to push Chanel, but who I want to push.
Ramesh are just the link.
That's what I'm saying.
Can just
Could
be
be a link,
link.
or it could be another thing where you have those little gatekeepers as well, bro, that sit and they use colorism to say, hey, I'm going to do it. Maybe they approached Danique. Maybe they approached Tifa. Maybe they approached Di, Daniel. Maybe they approached, I can't remember her name, and she did the tight up skirt remix. Red Rat. Oh my God, how could I forget her name? You know, this little petite artist. Anyhow,
Samantha J.
right. There you go. Thank you, Charlie. That's
Samantha J.
why you are a YouTuber. You see me? Samantha J. Samantha J is
All right.
here
Perfect
working.
example.
Hold on.
Samantha J.
Let me just land it.
Where
Exactly.
the money?
So it come back, but Samantha J look like she have a little
Samantha
money
J have
behind
money.
her. That's what I'm saying. She look like she have a little
Samantha
money
J have
behind her.
money.
We don't know. We don't know if, but what is it? But it come back down to what Shell said. Maybe some artists are willing to give up something for something, or maybe an artist not willing to give up nothing for nothing. We
And
don't
that
know.
something can be also time, you know? Time and
Could be
effort
time.
spent.
Because guess what? I've heard from a space, I've had a conversation, a social conversation with Jeremy Harding when they were talking about, and in fact, I made a very ignorant statement one time to say that the same color talk, and I still stick by it. But according to what he said, I would just, go out on the limb and say it was ignorant because I didn't know the day-to-day runnings as to how an artist is signed and what. But the label themselves didn't even rate Sean Paul to the point where they wanted to actually push his music. According to what Jeremy said, is that they have to push 150 to get the thing out there because what they consider dancehall, what they consider our music to be, summer music, it's seasonal, just like Carnival. They think our music is seasonal because dancehall is only hot in America when it is summertime. But for Jamaica, it's a 365 days of the year type of music. Carnival is seasonal. Carnival is for the start of the year until after Easter, and that's it. They think dancehall is like that. So they have to show them like, no, we are not a seasonal type of, music industry. So they do get a little pressure overseas. So I think it comes back down to Sean's team. I think it came back, I think it come back down to Shaggy's team, Robert Livingston at the time, who would put out the effort. I don't know if they injected their money at first, whoever the gatekeepers were behind them at the time. But it's not just about color. But I think, based on what we've seen, maybe the lighter skin tone artists have a better work ethic. Maybe they're just a little bit more hungry. Maybe their management structure is a little bit more business-like. Maybe, and I can only say maybe, because why is it that we only see Sean and Shaggy and, the light skinners pretty much up in the forefront? What is it? Is it that we're lazy as the dark-skinned artists? Beanie Man did lazy. Remember Beanie Man get him signed? Beanie Man did it with Janet Jackson. Big Janet Jackson. Beanie Man has done it with a few greats, you know what I mean? So what was it? You know what I mean? But hey, as we say, I'm happy that you guys can, out of just being laymen, well, laymen, you and I, and a lay woman, we pretty much can say, okay, we see say it's not just color prejudice, but it plays a part. And it's very good that we can say that. So we can actually put that to rest. We have 7 minutes before we wrap. It never really that bad, but this is what I'd like to see. Did you ever think about creating a balance? Shensia and Spice, both female artists out of Jamaica, representing the culture and creating the balance in the spectrum. One is Afro-Asian and one is Afro. One dark skin, one light skin. Only if they could see that, and it's not even my idea that I got take credit feet and me and Frasa talk, and Aboriginal talk today, and he said, yo, what would be great is if Shensia and Spice, as two of the top female artists now out of Jamaica that the world is getting to know. Not so them to know Tifa, not so them to know Cecile, not so them to know probably, a Shanil Moore, because as bad as thing be, the social media space is getting them out there. But in terms of a hip-hop and a pop culture and an audience and a demographic, Spice and Shensia are the two top female artists who are dominating that space. And only if they could just come
Sorry, Andrew, and in such a way where one is is on the like older than the other. So it kind of that's another balance that you can look at, because one is representing for the older school and one is representing for the newer school. But you know, people see before we go with the positive, we have to run with the negative and run with that because that's silly, you know?
Yeah, it always be a competition. Why it have to be a competition? You know?
And that we're not paying attention to the realities of the space. You understand? Of all the things that could go wrong. Because the corruption with the music business has been going on for a long time, you know, Andrew. If we want to be fair about it, where a man used to have to go to a studio door, go stand up. And when them feel like them let him in. And when him go in, go voice, the music might get play a road and him don't earn $1 out of it. You understand? Until people start to create them their own spaces and their own safe space and getting people to manage them and to ensure them finances being taken care of and them things registered and all of that. All of that take money. All of that takes money. So, you know, it took Spice a really long time to get there and a lot of hard work. And sometimes, you know, it's just the reality of life, as every had said earlier on. The scale just not balance, and sometimes there's not much we can do about it. We just have to just stay on the positive side of things as much as possible, and try not to be that person who is trying to weigh the scale on the negative side to talk about bad things all the time, you know?
But I hope say, like, even though we know say them thing are going on, we know say people look on the female artists them away and them thing they want them thing they for just cut out still. Not because you're a female artist and you want your voice or she have to give up something. She not supposed to give up nothing. You see me? Not because hold on. I don't know every time I do that Siri talk. But one
Not
them thing
because
that yeah.
wow.
No, I said you see me.
Oh well, Siri, it kind of
So
sound, you know.
Sometimes it's some unorthodox things to, you know, Chad. You have to be able to do like some, like for me, like Chetia is willing to do and say things that maybe other persons
Or
wouldn't
afraid
have.
of, right? Like,
Maybe, you understand, maybe a Denny could be uncomfortable putting certain things out there. And then you find some, especially females, are not so easily can run out, go on a tour for 2 weeks because guess what happened? They have a kid to care for and certain things that you know, them they on a tour and then you say the baby sick and them have to fly back home. And so a lot of time other factors, you know, jump in for our life and the equilibrium just unbalanced.
shift up.
Yeah.
A very interesting comment. The system is abusive and it forces people of color to have these discussions amongst themselves while imperialists run off with the bag. The social economic equities,
Inequities.
yeah, thank you. Inequities
Yeah.
will keep these biases alive and well to maintain capitalism. I do think that needs to be fought for fairness in beauty perception, and the men may have to take a look at what is being
Fetishize.
fetishize.
I, I couldn't see the last part of it, so I had to
Fetishize.
go on screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, I was having a discussion. I have 2 minutes. I was having a discussion last night with somebody of a different race. I hate to say that, but you get the point. And we were talking about, you know, residue from the colonial effect of, you know, being enslaved in the Caribbean and how colorism play a very, 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 very big role in our decision. Like for Shells, she said it earlier. Her sister even doubted her getting that job as, you know, a waitress in the air because that's all it is. A bank teller is a cashier in the bank. A teacher is just somebody who is just a puppet who put information in your head. A doctor is somebody who not all the time can tell you what's wrong with him if I go back to a book. But then again, it takes a great deal of intellect to, you know, to occupy most of these spaces. And we look at them like they're godlike, you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, they're just humans. But it comes back down to how we were taught and cultured to think of these people. So, as I said, we would look to Shensia and love of Shensia. And we look past Spice and say, Lord, Spice look disgusting. And Spice ugly. And then Spice herself, even though she might talk about colorism and try to stand up and be pro-black, Spice somewhat in herself has fallen in the Ginjetsu because she herself tried to do the overly done makeup and to do up her body, which is her choice. But I'm just trying to say it is still the same. You did not remain natural because then again, the same thing that you're saying that you are proud of being who you are. No, Spice, you're not 100% proud. A lot of us are not 100% proud. You know what I mean? I wouldn't come on the space and show what I look like in the early morning because you're not 100% proud of what I look like. But then again, it's not the public's business. So it come back down to, what we were taught and how we were cultured. But guys, we have to wrap it real quick. I did tell Johan that we're going to close off, so 15 seconds, Chaddy, in closing, real quick.
I'm glad say the place open up back. Please, people, be safe on the road. Please be safe on the road. If you have to drive, don't drink. If you have to drink, don't drive. We want to see what next week and the other week and the other week. We want you live.
All right, cool.
And next thing, quick, 5 seconds. Please, people, if there's an accident and you don't have to share some part of the accident or so, please be mindful that cut out some of the graphic part them now. Please, we don't want to see a dead person around us steering. We don't want that person family to remember them of being around that steering dead or them body in a fire, them something. We don't want to see that. Please. Cut out that something. Go through.
All right.
Good point. With Chaddy, and I'm gonna say, let us take the time out to remember that we're all responsible for each other and move away from this era that we're in where it's every man for themselves. Otherwise, the world that we're gonna leave for our offspring might not be such a pleasant place to live. Peace, love, blessings, and light.
All right, thank you. And do remember, Shells, your cookout.
Next Friday is cookout on the ends. It's crazy. Like the orders are coming in and
yeah. So Chaddy,
Chaddy, it's gonna be even better this time. So Chaddy know what it is. If you want, just link me and link Chaddy. And persons abroad, thank you so much. What they do is buy tickets and will donate the food to others who may be in need of it. So
yeah, like
I'm grateful. So it don't matter where you are, you can support it.
We have a sponsor a few plates. The VVL team and the entertainment team are sponsoring plates.
All right.
TV.
Yes. Yeah.
No problem. Yeah. Chaddy, walk good. All right.
Big up.
All right, guys, so we have come to the end of another VVL. Thank you, Ewan, for giving me an extra 2 minutes, but I just had to steal that 2 minutes in. Do you remember walk good, live, love, and light? If this is your first time tuning in, this is the VVL podcast where we bring you weekly social commentary and viral news. Thank you. Our discussion tonight was about colorism in the music space in Jamaica. And we can safely say that, hey, it's not always about color. Sometimes about work ethic, business, hunger, management. Just deal with it. Because look on coffee. Coffee don't look like Shensia in terms of, physical appearance. But coffee is up there. Look at Charlie Blacks. Hey, he's up there. So, guys, we're going to put that to rest. And of course, tonight, Hype TV, thank you so much. How you picture entertainment in Jamaica and across the Caribbean for carrying us live. Thanks to all our YouTube family. Thank you. If you haven't yet subscribed, please go ahead and do so. Hit the notification bell. Thank you for your subscription. Thank you for subscribing. And of course, see you next week, same time, same place. And before I go, my Facebook family, big respect. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. One love, one all. Peace. I'm out of here for another episode of VAL'S Views Live. Peace. I'm out.